Good morning, family. So, as I said yesterday, I showed you the runoff, little tributary runoff coming out of the hills down into the Ohio along our property. It was at 44 foot yesterday when I took that video, and it was right at the lip of breaking over into the property on the low end, which is the lowest part of our property. And as I said yesterday, they projected it to get up to 51 and a half foot. 51 and a half foot, 51.8. And by Saturday evening. So now it's at 48 foot, so goes to reason. Yeah, it broke into my property, and also the RV park next door. Everybody was kind of just moving, or just pushing it for the last 2 days, getting all their RVs out of there, off their lots. And here, let me show you. I'll just so you can tell. You can see there's the Ohio. There's the runoff tributary that runs down in. You can see the water is already up there. So, and we're at, what did I say it was at right now? It's at 40. It's at 48 foot right now. It's at 48 foot. And it has to go to 53.8. So that's another 5 foot again. Almost another 6 foot, because they increased it from 51.8 to 53.8 as of an hour ago. So that really sucks. This is my first time being here during the rainy season when the water is getting up like this. So so that shows me that, within a couple days, their projections can definitely change. So they went from that 51.8 or 51.6 to 53.8. Within 2 days it changed. So you can see right here how that's all so yeah, another 5 foot. The water's going to be probably up to right about here, somewhere right around here by Sunday, Monday, which I hope does not. My only concern, I'm still not too worried about this event, but I am worried about the rain recycling itself, watching the weather and the storms that brought all this rain kind of after it passed us and went up into Pennsylvania and New York, and it started going counterclockwise back over into Canada and around into Minnesota and up into Michigan, and coming back around. But so I am kind of worried about it producing as much rain, because that's just would not be good. Just wouldn't be good. Yeah. So you can see these covers for their RVs are all underwater. Let me zoom back out. I'm walking with my coffee and trying to hold this. It really doesn't make for good stability when it's in zoom. Yeah, so with this also tells me that I'm gonna have a lot of debris in my yard that I'm gonna have to pick up now, with the grass being long, and which is frustrating. Very frustrating. So I gotta think, I know, like, where am I at here? There's that tree. So, trying to find a good tree. Okay, so this tree right here, you have that main branch that goes up and out right there. So it goes out, I can walk underneath that. So I'm 6 foot and it's going up another 5 foot. So it's probably gonna, you can think about it, it's gonna go all the way. So that means the water's probably gonna get up to about here by my driveway. So I'm going to put this on pause. I'm going to walk over to the other side. It's just such a weird scene from right here, because when I'm walking right here, normally you cannot see the river, the water in the river. So it's weird walking and being able to see the water behind the house from this angle right here. Look at that big old tree going down the river. Yeah. That's what I was talking about yesterday, in yesterday's video, about having huge trees and everything getting washed down the river. I don't know if I can zoom in without that tree. You know, and coming up and hitting structures like these buildings over here that's in the RV park. So you think about it, another 5 foot there should be water up right in there, even in there. Yep. Man, all that fill dirt I dropped in there to lift this up. Oh boy. Yeah, all these trees right here are going to be all underwater. Yeah. You got another five foot to go. The water will be surrounding this will be more of like a peninsula that I'm on. Which is just not fun. Don't like that. Ah, Lord. So, if you're going to ask me if I'm nervous, I'm scared. I'm nervous. It's definitely a cheek pincher, if you know what I mean. Man. But I don't feel really scared yet, because the projections from NOAA is telling me the maximum height before it starts to drop, which we're not close to it going over on top of this land here where it's going to get to the house and where all the structures are. But it's high enough to where if they should change again, like they did from 2 days ago, from 51.6 or 51.8, whatever it was, to 53.8 today, you only have a couple changes like that to where everything that you have is completely in God's hands, to where you just better be praying that you already have your insurance, your flood insurance in place. You know what I mean? which I do. So tomorrow's supposed to be sunny and Sunday, and my son will be home, my little boy. He'll be home on Sunday. So tomorrow I'll mow the grass up here on top, all of this acreage I have up here, and oh my goodness. And we'll go from there, see what we can get into for this upcoming week, what we can work on and accomplish. My little man loves to work. He loves to be out here working with me. I don't care what it is. He comes up alongside me and grabs it and tries to help move anything that I'm trying to move, just to be there with me, to help me. Oh, man. Enjoy it while you can, right? Hopefully my son Tezedic will always honor his dad, and always love to be with me. Not an easy man to love. It seems it takes a special person filled with the grace of God to put up with me. Anyways, it's Friday. It's probably about, 10:30, 11 o'clock. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Keep your eyes on the Lord. If you don't know Jesus, I'm telling you right now is the time. There is no more. If you were always been riding the fence saying, you know what, just let me get my time in. Let me go out and party, experience the world, and do things, because you believed that God would keep you from being able to experience life, which is that life. Trust me, it's done no one any good. And the ones that can say it did them worldly good, meaning they've acquired a lot of wealth by selling their soul, by giving up well, let's just leave it at that. They're not even happy. And even if they're happy and they're satisfied with, because the money can buy them whatever they want, whatever man or woman they want, whatever car, whatever boat, which I need to use, that I don't have. See? But it's only temporary. But I digress. I'm telling you, it brings no happiness. We're at the last final seconds of everything, of this system. Get to know Jesus now while you can. Go to him, cry out, ask him, yell at him, shout at him, say, listen, if you're there, let me know. If you're real, prove it to me. He loves you. He wouldn't have came and died for you He's God. He could have left us all to our devices. I mean, we're already born into slavery, a slave to the prince of this world, which is Satan, and he's going to hell when God wraps everything up. And everybody, all those that have followed him, the angels and everything that has fallen underneath his rulership, would have been purged in fire. So we were already destined. He would have just never came. Or he would have just said, that's it. Snapped his finger and everything, poof, gone. Done. Washed his hands from ever trying to create a free-willed, self-thinking being that, I don't know. Not a preacher. I can't. I try to sound like someone that has these wise words, and far from that. I'm just a broken man, full of sin, that needed a Savior. Our Creator was just... He's just amazing. He ran to me. He chased me. Didn't even know it. Until I came to my wits' ends and cried out, and there he was. Always been there. Do it while you have time. He'll receive you. There's nothing that you've done. He is not going to beat you up. He's not going to rub it in your face like humans do. They would go, see, I told you so. Look what you did. How could I forgive you? Get on your knees and grovel. That's not him. He doesn't need to. He's God. Everything's already set in motion. You're already lost. You're already a prisoner. You're born into slavery, and you're a slave to the world system. He doesn't need to grovel, nor does he need to bash you over the head. He loves you. You're his creation. He created us to have a family, to have children that loved him. So right now you are his creation. That's it. You're a fallen, created being. But you have the potential, the opportunity that he has given you to become a child of the Most High God. Don't lose your opportunity. We don't know if tomorrow is going to be here, or the opportunity for you will be here tomorrow.